Hi, in the last class we derived expression for intrinsic impedance, that is in the topic of all relations between E and H. One of the relation is what? Eta equal to what? Mod E by H, mod of E by H. So that is what? Del cross E equal to minus dou V by dou T. Okay, so del is wave is traveling along z direction, field is considered electric field along x direction, magnetic field along y direction, that is H is taken as H by Ay. Since here B equal to mu into H, I consider B equal to mu into H. Next, and one more thing, AZ cross AX is what? Since AZ cross AX is AY. If you perform this one, you will get like this. And we need to take J variation of E with respect to Z. That means what? As wave is traveling along z direction, the solution of wave equation is given by what? For the forward wave, we can write this one E naught plus e to the power minus gamma z. As we consider traveling wave, that means wave is traveling along positive z direction, means we need to consider only traveling wave or forward wave like this, that is E naught plus e to the power minus gamma z. And here we need to take variation of H with respect to time, that means we need to take the time harmonic form of H. For the time harmonic form, H can be written as H naught into e to the power j omega t. Please refer the topic harmonic fields if you want to understand this one. Okay, if you have any confusion of harmonic fields, please refer the topic harmonic fields and wave equation in harmonic form. Okay, I uploaded one video on the harmonic fields. Please refer that video if you have any doubt. And if you simplify this one, that is what? If you perform differentiation, E naught plus e to the power minus gamma z into minus gamma, and here one time differentiation means j omega, two times differentiation with respect to time means j omega whole square, three times means j omega whole cube, as it is one time j omega into h naught into e to the power j omega t. This h naught into e to the power j omega t is nothing but hy, and this one is nothing but what? Ex. So that's why this can be written as what? Ex into minus gamma, here minus minus cancel out, Ex into gamma equal to j omega mu by hy, Ex by hy, j omega mu by gamma. And we know that gamma from the wave equation, gamma equal to under root j omega mu into sigma plus j omega epsilon. And if you simplify this one, we will get neta as j omega mu by j omega epsilon. So what is that neta? We know that neta is nothing but under root j omega mu by sigma plus j omega epsilon. And if I take j omega epsilon as common in the denominator, we can write j omega mu by, as we will take j omega epsilon as the common, then it is what? 1 plus sigma by j omega epsilon, sigma by j omega epsilon. Then this can be written, that is j omega cancelled out. We can write this one like this, that is root mu by epsilon in the numerator like this, and for the denominator we can write this one like this, that is root 1 minus j. So multiply and divide with j here, that is j into sigma, j square means what? J into j square, that is minus 1. So that's why minus j into sigma by omega epsilon. Now it is consisting of what? Numerator and denominator. This can be written like this. It is having a magnitude of eta at an angle theta n. Now we can find this theta n. Before finding that theta n, we know that, please note down like this, note j equal to what? 1 at an angle of 90 degrees, whereas root j can be written as what? 1 at an angle of 45 degrees, or else it equal to what? 90 degrees by 2. Okay, so that's why here we can write this one like this. As we have root, then we can write this angle, that is angle contributed by the neta is nothing but, suppose let us go for this in this form, that is neta is nothing but mod eta. What about mod eta? That is mod, the magnitude of numerator is root mu by epsilon, and what about the magnitude of this one? It is in the complex form. We have root means whole power 1 by 2, and we need to go for what? Magnitude of this one, that is 1 minus j sigma by omega epsilon, means root 1 plus Okay, that is real term square means 1 square. Imaginary term, what is imaginary term? That is minus sigma by omega epsilon whole square, that gives sigma by omega epsilon whole square. And angle is what? The angle contributed by the numerator is nothing but 0 degrees, and angle contributed by the denominator is nothing but what? At an angle contributed by the denominator is nothing but tan inverse of imaginary by real. Tan inverse of imaginary by real. So the angle is nothing but what? Angle contributed by the numerator is 0 degrees. Angle contributed by the denominator is nothing but what? Nothing but what? Tan inverse of imaginary. Tan inverse of imaginary. What about imaginary? That is sigma by omega epsilon. Sigma by omega epsilon divided by 1. That is imaginary is tan inverse of imaginary by real, that is like this. But we have whole root, means for this one, for the j, angle is 90 degrees. For root j is angle is 45 degrees, means what? 90 degrees by 2. So that's why here angle contribution is nothing but what? Tan inverse of, okay, I forgot to write, that is angle contributed by numerator is 0 as it is in the denominator, 0 minus whole angle, that is tan inverse of sigma by omega epsilon by 1 whole divided by 2. So finally here I forgot one thing, that is the tan inverse of imaginary. What is imaginary? Minus sigma by omega epsilon by 1. So after simplification we will get neta equal to what? That is root mu by epsilon. Under root means that is whole power 1 by 2, that can be written as 1 by sigma by omega epsilon whole square whole power 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Root means 1 by 2, 1 by 2 whole power 1 by 2, that gives 1 by 4 at an angle of what? That is minus of, here tan inverse of minus gives what? Minus. So here already we have minus, that gives what? At an angle of minus of minus becomes plus, that is the tan inverse of sigma by omega epsilon by 2. So this is angle contributed by this neta. So that's why theta n is nothing but what? Here we have theta n is nothing but what? Tan inverse of sigma by omega epsilon by 2. So if I take this 2 to this side, that is 2 into theta n equal to tan inverse of sigma by omega epsilon. This is nothing but what? Loss angle. This is nothing but what? Loss angle. So that's why the relationship between the theta n and theta is nothing but what? I will rub this part. We know the loss tangent is defined like this. Note, okay, we will prove loss tangent, that is tan theta equal to sigma by omega epsilon, where theta equal to what? Tan inverse of sigma by omega epsilon. So this is called as what? Loss angle. So therefore the relationship between this theta n and loss angle is given by this theta equal to tan inverse of sigma by omega epsilon. Please make a note of this one. I will explain about this loss tangent in the topic of loss tangent or dissipation factor. Okay, so we can write therefore 2 theta n is nothing but what? 2 theta n is nothing but what? Theta, where theta n equal to what? Where theta suffix neta, not theta n, theta suffix neta, it is not theta n, theta neta equal to what? Tan inverse of r else 1 by 2 into tan inverse of sigma by omega epsilon. So this is about what? Angle contribution of this neta in case of the lossy medium. Few points about intrinsic impedance. For conducting medium or for lossy medium, we derived for this lossy medium. So lossy medium means what? Sigma is not equal to 0. Now we will discuss about this neta and this theta suffix neta for lossless medium and free space. For lossless medium and free space. For lossless, okay, I will rub this entire part, or else for lossy medium there exists neta theta n, okay, or else we have what, theta n for the lossy medium. I will write that one here, that is theta n is equal to what, 1 by 2 tan inverse of sigma by omega epsilon for lossy medium, for lossy medium, for lossy medium. That means there exists a phase angle difference between E and H. That phase angle difference is nothing but what, theta n. Means what, E leads by H with theta n in case of the lossy medium. Okay, it is for lossy medium. For lossless medium, we know that neta for lossy medium like this, lossy medium like this. For lossless medium, what about lossless medium? For lossless medium, sigma equal to 0. Sigma equal to 0. If I put sigma as 0, neta equal to what? That is j omega mu. Sigma is 0. 0 plus j omega epsilon. So this j omega cancel out. That is root mu by epsilon. Root mu by epsilon. Okay. So that means what? This can be written as what? Neta at an angle of what? 0 degrees. Neta at an angle of 0 degrees. That means what? In case of the lossless medium, E and H both are in phase. Both are in phase. There is no phase angle difference between E and H. Next, for free space, let us take this as equation 1. For free space, sigma equal to 0, mu equal to mu naught, epsilon equal to epsilon naught. Okay, substitute in equation 1. Substitute in equation 1. What is equation 1? For free space, we can write neta as neta naught. Neta as neta naught. J omega under root j omega mu becomes mu naught. Sigma is 0 for free space. J omega epsilon naught. J omega cancelled out. We will get root mu naught by epsilon naught, and simplify this one, we will get what? That is root mu naught value is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7, and epsilon naught value is 1 by 36 pi into 10 to the power minus 9. Now we can write this one like this, that is, it is in the 1 by 36 pi is in the denominator, 4 pi into 36 pi, that gives 144 into pi square, 10 to the power minus 7 by 10 to the power minus 9 gives what? 10 square. So that is root 144 means 12, root pi square means pi into 10, that equal to what? 120 pi. That means the intrinsic impedance for free space is nothing but what? The intrinsic impedance for free space is nothing but what? It is given by neta naught equal to 120 pi, or it is approximately equal to 377 ohms for free space. For free space. And from this we can conclude that in case of the lossy medium, E and H, for lossy medium, E and E leads H by theta neta. That is conclusion number 1. Conclusions, first one. And second one, for free space and lossless medium, E and H both are in phase. From the conclusion number 1, we can write the expression for E like this. From conclusion 1, we can write, suppose if E is equal to lossy medium, means E naught into e to the power minus alpha z. we derived the solution of the wave equation like this: E bar equal to E naught into e to the power minus alpha z cos of omega t minus beta z ax. That means we assumed wave is traveling along positive z direction and electric field is along a x direction. Then what about h? H should be along a y direction, means h y a y. How we can write this expression? That is nothing but what? Here we can write that one like this, that is ex ax. That means, okay, sorry, it can be written as what? Hy can be written as what? Ex by hy is neta, ex by hy is neta, ex by hy is neta. So that's why we can write hy as what? We can write hy as what? It implies hy is nothing but ex by neta. Ex by neta means what? We can write this one, that is hy into ay. Hy can be written as what? Ex by neta. Ex by neta. What about neta for lossy medium? What about neta for lossy medium? What about neta for lossy medium? So it is theta n. That means it can be written as ex mod neta at an angle theta n. Okay, what about ex? What about ex? Simply we need to substitute this one. Ex is nothing but what? E naught into e to the power minus alpha z cos of omega t minus beta z, cos of omega t minus beta z, neta, of course neta value is root mu by epsilon, that is neta mod neta, theta n, that theta n can be written here. So that is phase angle only. So that's why we can write this one here, that is minus theta n, neta, minus theta neta. Okay, or else here itself we can write this one like this, that is the real part of e naught into e to the power minus alpha z e to the power j beta z by neta, that is neta is what? Mod neta at an angle of theta neta. That can be written like this, that is real part of e naught into e to the power minus alpha z e to the power j beta z. This can be, that is mod neta at an angle of theta n, means e to the power j theta neta. It is not theta n, sorry, it is theta neta. So that can be written as what? Finally here this simplified form. Okay, this simplified form is nothing but real part of e naught into e to the power minus alpha z e to the power j beta z minus theta n. We can take e to the power j as common, beta z minus theta n by mod neta, theta neta, theta neta. Okay, e to the power j beta z minus theta n. Real part is what? Cos of beta z minus theta n. Real part of e to the power minus alpha z e to the power j beta z e to the power j omega t also. I forgot to write this. It is a space harmonic e to the power j omega t. Here also e to the power j omega t. Here also e to the power minus j beta z e to the power j. Okay, I forgot minus sign here. Omega t minus beta z, here plus j omega t, here minus j beta z, j omega t e to the power j omega e to the power j omega t e to the power j omega t minus j beta z. So finally we got this one, j omega t minus beta z minus theta neta, minus theta neta. So real part is what? Real part of e to the power j omega t minus beta z minus theta n is nothing but what? Cos of omega t minus beta z minus theta n. Here this indicates finally this equal to what? This thing only, that is e naught into e to the power minus alpha z. Real part of this one, that is cos of omega t minus beta z, theta neta by neta. Okay. So this means what here? Minus theta and eta means what? H is lagging by E with this theta n, or else E leads by H with theta n. Okay, this is all about important points about intrinsic impedance. We will meet in next class.